In game one, the Timberwolves exposed the Lakers' defense and the mismatches that they had, absolutely killing the Lakers with their dribble penetration. Anthony Edwards was a big facilitator in the Timberwolves offense. It wasn't really his scoring that killed the Lakers, but his drive and kicks to open shooters. The Timberwolves made a franchise record, 21 three-pointers in this playoff game and could not miss. Let's break it down. It's clear from the jump that the Lakers' strategy was to help off ball on Anthony Edwards. Right here, even with shooters in the corner, McDaniels and DiVincenzo, Reeves and Luka are packed into the paint to prevent Edwards from driving to the basket. They're so worried about Edwards driving. Right here, they're ball watching, not knowing where their man is. So by the time Edwards picks it up, it's already too late, and he finds the shooter in the corner with a nice pass. Minnesota would have up-tempo and push in transition before the Lakers could even get back to set anything up. A miscommunication here as two people go with Gobert, not talking on defense, is something so simple, yet the Lakers lacked that in this game quite frequently. If the Lakers don't make adjustments, they're not going to be able to stop Edwards. Kind of a phantom screen here, gets Reeves out of position, and he crosses to the other side. At this point, he has two decisions to make right here. They could throw it to the corner to McDaniels for the wide open three, or keep it for himself and shoot the ball. And he decides to keep it. Gets Rui up in the air with a nice shot fake and a clean step through for the basket. Edwards is very underrated with his footwork around the rim. This was to start the second quarter, and I think it was just a great game plan by Chris Fitch. You send the runner through, getting a lot of motion in the offense. Then get him the ball on the wing, and at this point, they're putting Dorian Finney-Smith in a very tough position. He either has to stay with the roller or stay with the ball. Either way, they're going to get an open look. They're just putting guys in positions where they have to make a choice, and they're picking their poison at that point. To be honest, from the Lakers' point of view, these guys just didn't really come to play. The intensity was not there at all, and it looks like they were fatigued for some reason. They just weren't as sharp as you would think, as they had a week to prepare for this game. Defensively being out of position quite a bit, and even offensively. No one really came to play, it seemed like. LeBron and Luka, LeBron struggled. Luka was the only one who was consistent in putting up baskets on the offensive end. Very interesting. And for the Timberwolves, it was the complete opposite. These guys came to play. Timberwolves have some of the best two-way wings in the league, and they're just mismatch hunting here. Reeves has the height disadvantage here, so he just rises up over him, and McDaniels knocks down that shot. The Timberwolves also killed the Lakers in second chance points, just another example of them out hustling. Nickeil Alexander-Walker here on a pretty good look pull-up, but no one finds a body for the Lakers. So he's able to just get the ball, rip it away from Rui, and get the basket. Minnesota just kept exploiting these Laker flaws. In transition here, it's a simple 3-on-2. They don't even stop the ball until he's at the free throw line, and they both go with him. So by the time he gets there, he kicks it out to Naz Reid, who is just trailing and filling his lane, and hits the three. These guys aren't going to shoot this way every single game, percentage-wise, but it's the fact that they're getting these wide open looks that should be concerning. Minnesota had great sets coming into new quarters. They rub Anthony Edwards off that drag screen, and then Conley comes up to set a ball screen. Now it's making one of two options. Rui either has to stay and help on Edwards, which is going to open up Conley on the flare screen, or fight through and stay with his guy and leave the lane open for Edwards. No one can really guard Edwards going downhill, and even when Luka comes over with the late help, it's too late, and again, gets the open three in the corner. See the theme here? Drive and kick, and Anthony Edwards was the leader in that movement. Don't get it twisted though, he wasn't just facilitating, he was getting his. This is only a few steps from the logo, and he just pulls it and knocks it down. Straight confidence right there. We know he doesn't lack that, and the Timberwolves need that. They came into this game as really big underdogs, to be honest. Everybody has been picking against them, and they have a chip on their shoulder, and it definitely looks like they know it. You gotta love this offense. Pocket pass on the screen and roll. Rui comes up to help. And Gobert's right in that dunker spot for the easy lob. It's just beautiful basketball. So simple, but yet very effective. Give Julius Randle a ton of credit because he really has bought into his role in these last couple months, and it's been paying off. Beautiful head fake there to get Luka in the air. Goes up with the floater, and then doesn't stop fighting for the ball. Follows his shot, finishes through the and one. Like I said, they just came to play and wanted it way more than the Lakers. Pretty good defense here Gobert did a good job staying in front of these guys, and that was the end of the shot clock. They kept forcing the Lakers into tough contested shots, and then in transition, LeBron goes for the steal, and it does not pay off. Edwards makes him pay with the pull-up, and then they take a 26-point lead halfway through the third quarter. At this point, the Lakers honestly just looked pretty darn defeated. On this possession, they get another steal, and then in transition, drive and kick, Edwards hits the three. Edwards kind of took over in the third and fourth quarter to really seal the game and put the dagger in it. The Wolves never settled for anything less than a great shot. DiVincenzo off the screen here. Nice little pass fake to get Vanderbilt out of position. This forces Luka to come up and help. Relocates to the corner is Naz Reid, and then DiVincenzo hits him in stride, and he's already hot at this point, and he knocks down the three. Like I said, they're probably not going to hit 21 threes a game, but it's these open looks that they are getting, playing unselfish basketball, that are going to allow them to excel. Chris Finch kept these guys calm, even when the Lakers were making a run, and towards the end of the shot clock here, Julius Randle gets that bump on LeBron and just hits the nice fadeaway over him. Even after leaving the game with cramps, Anthony Edwards makes it look like it didn't even matter. He just blows by Luka here, stops on a dime, and then fades away for the jump shot. He got people open when needed, and when he needed to take over, that's exactly what he did. Whenever Anthony got switched on to Luka, he was literally just thinking barbecue chicken. Goes tween here, he's going to set up his between the legs, snatch back, gets into the lane. Vanderbilt has to help because Luka's low-key getting cooked like every possession. And then he just kicks it out to Julius Randle, who knocks on the three. He was big, like I said, for this Timberwolves team. I think it was overlooked. Then Anthony Edwards again trying to close out the game, gets the ball back, and just hits it right in Luka's face. At this point, the game's pretty much over. Even any run that the Lakers tried to go on, getting a few buckets here and there, it didn't really matter. This game, other than the first quarter, never truly felt like the Lakers were in it. It's only game one, though, and I'm sure they will bounce back. But this series is going to be a lot closer than a lot of people predicted. It's a very exciting series. The Lakers were out-hustled. The Timberwolves out-hustled them. They came to play more. They were playing with a chip on the shoulder. They were making the smarter decision. Well, no matter what they were throwing at the Timberwolves would always counter and execute. They would always take advantage of no matter what the defense gave them, making the right play time in and time out.